What's up, everybody, and welcome back to on Holmakra. Got all the equipment just sitting here waiting, ready to go. Look, let me show you something interesting for everybody who was watching last night. I replanted all these trees that were out here. All the trees that we took down up front right here. Look at they all magically grew back, even this one that's floating in the air. Just kidding. I actually had to restart. I had to restart the whole thing. What I had done, you guys saw me clear out all these trees up here in the front. And get rid of all that and start bringing some stuff in. I actually had worked all the way back into here where the equipment is now, and for some reason my save game, it would let me get all the way in, but it was froze. I tried it numerous times to get in to try to get back onto my save game that I was already working on. I put I don't know 6 hours or so into it. I played for a while last night after the stream, so. But yeah, I carved out this whole area. I did about, I don't know, 75 trees. I did a whole load of, full load of logs on here. It's pretty tippy. And came back up here and got ready and stuff, and nope, it wouldn't let me in, so I had to delete that whole game, and I had to start all the way over. So the same area we're at, this is exactly the same lot. I almost didn't want to come back up here again, but I figure since we started up here, I might as well, not give up. I kind of had a plan going for this whole area up here, so these trees are right back here in the front now, so these are kind of in the way. So I'll probably have to work back this direction, clear out some space for the truck to get in a little easier, but you see I pulled it down in here. There's plenty of room to get a truck down here, but I started by clearing out this whole area here, just trying to make I got all the equipment that we had. You guys didn't see everything that I had, but you guys did see the tractor. This time I got this raise and lower that pretty good. You can like tip it forward or back. And there's the stump grinder that we had last time. So I've been using that, to get little stumps and stuff out of the way. I got the same. Oh yeah, that's what you guys didn't see me do. So last night I went after we were all done. I did, a few more loads with the other trailer, which I don't have this time. Wood chips, those were doing pretty well. I started doing logs, so I did a whole bunch of logs because I got the harvester. Excuse me, I just decided to take the load out. I did the max load, which was only the load's only half a million, so it got us like just over a million. So you see what we spent? We spent 739,000, and that was with even a land purchase as well, leaving us 260,000 in the bank. Yep. So I took the loan out to get the equipment that we needed, so nothing is leased. We got the harvester. This is the MRF, right, edition. Pretty sweet ride though. But I got this log trailer. This thing works really good. I decided to go with 10s, 10-meter logs. 10s work really good on here because we could do the first section on here and then the front area there as well. So yeah, I got the Griffin again, just like last time. I did the 3-point on the front just in case we need to hook anything up to that or do whatever, even with like the dozer blade or who knows what we might need. Yep, so that's where we're at. I don't have the other trailer. And yep, I had to start over after cutting about 75 logs down. Yeah, I think I did like 75 or so. Could have been a little bit more or less. I think it was about 75 though. And now, you see there, oh, where is it? Trees cut down. I've only cut down 6 so far. So I had to start all the way fresh. I'm going to go ahead and speed the time up here just a little bit. That way we kind of get through the night a little bit faster here. Now we are in seasons. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to harvest some more of these trees down. We're going to make a little pile here. I'll bring a few more over at least and start getting the trailer loaded up. Earlier when I had the trailer loaded and a pile of logs on the ground, man, my frames per second was really bad. I started lagging out pretty hard until I went and sold the logs. Pretty decent decent price on the logs as well. I'll go ahead and do some nighttime cutting here. It's pretty black on this map too. You look around now, it's dark out. Oh yeah, what's also cool too, look in there at night, you can see me. It's pretty sweet. Let's work on taking some logs back. Just getting them kind of ready for the excavator there to put them up on the trailer. Yeah, it just really sucks that I had to restart the whole thing. You know, it's pretty annoying actually. You know, you put a bunch of work in on something, trying to make some headway on whatever you're working on, and then you gotta start all the way over again. But we're just going to keep on moving forward, you know, and try to get some of these logs cleared out. But this map will be short-lived if it wants to freeze up on me again like that in my save game. So I think if it does that one more time, I might have to move on to the next thing. Oh, so my loan interest was $4,213. And that's for the loan, for the money that I borrowed. So that's how much it's going to cost each day until we pay it back. Which is not bad at all. A load of logs will take care of all that, no problem. But we're going to start chipping away at that loan so we don't have that hanging over our heads there. And a lot of times too, my log stacks are not the prettiest, like right away. That's why I use that dozer blade too, kind of square up the log piles. Also, logs like that one I just shot out, and logs like this one's coming out now. I can move all those by hand too. A lot of those like smaller, smaller size logs, I can pick all those up and hand load those if I want, which I usually do. And then I'll grab all the bigger ones with the excavator. I'm going to harvest a few of these trees that are right around us right here, so get some more room here in the middle to work. I always like to lift up like this and then drag back, that way the tree falls in the direction I want it to. Most of the time anyways, you know, it works pretty well. Like I said, as soon as I get the, even like this one, I'll probably just have to drop this one over here. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? Glad you're here to join me tonight and watch me start my map over again. I put some work in last night and I didn't even want to save. Or saved, but I didn't even want to let me get in, like the file was corrupted or something. The whole screen, every time I loaded the game up, it'd load and all the, you know, like you hit OK and you get on and the screen was like kind of black. You can kind of see the background back there, but it wouldn't let me do anything. I had to like close the application, open it back up. I'll have to fix those logs. What we got here, just to get it out of the way. Sometimes if we get too much going on, it makes it more difficult. It'll be daylight soon as well. I'll slow the time back down a little bit. Make sure Seasons is on, because last time I was on here, it took like 2 days. Oh, see, it says it's at the second stage, but it doesn't say it. See, it says 1 early spring, so it's in the first stage of spring still. But on this menu, it says we're on the second, but that red line is the second. So we're actually gonna go in here. 9-day we want. 6-day on. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way for a second. I'm just gonna park it over here. Now we're getting some daylight coming through here. Alright. So this is our first stack of logs that we were starting here. But see logs like this size here? Like they're 10 meters, but the weight of them, you could actually pick them up and kind of maneuver them around and drop them on your trailer, like without even having to load them up, you know, with the excavator or anything. We'll just drop it right there and see the 10s work out really good on there. Can you join me tomorrow? I'm not sure about tomorrow because I have to work all day tomorrow, and then after work, I have to start moving. I'm moving into a new place tomorrow, so I'm not sure actually if I'll be on at all tomorrow. I know I usually stream like every day, but don't be surprised if you guys don't hear from me tomorrow. I have a super busy week this week, so you know, real life comes before this, unfortunately. Well, I'm sure we'll all get together and play soon. I almost wasn't going to get on here tonight either, but I wanted to share with you guys that I had to restart everything I did yesterday. And some today as well. I also was working on it a bit earlier today. And I went back on, and it wouldn't even let me play it. Which doesn't really happen that often on this game. This game is actually pretty good about that. So yeah, you can load those little like medium or medium-sized ones up pretty well. It kind of sucks that this area here is lower than up there. I wish that was all more consistent. Am I missing part of that? I don't know if this is the same trailer I used the first time. For some reason it looks a little bit different. Yeah, we could keep on loading up these size logs. A lot of times I'll just throw them up there too like that. And like as I go, see I'll use this thing. Yeah, and last time I was using just the dozer blade on the excavator over there. But this thing's way better because you could like raise and lower it real nice. You could even like tip it forward or back. So depending on how you want it, it's also able to grab the logs pretty nice too. This is part of the Sears Z pack. So I'll just like take the logs like this, kind of get them into a stack a little bit nicer. If they don't want to roll around like that too much. Same with these ones that we just did right here. Just kind of get them all squared up a little bit better. I do want to bring those logs over out of the way. Nope, gotta get this blade up. That's the thing, if you have it down, it will scrape on the ground. Oh no, I didn't turn down the time. Almost missed the whole day. I saw it started to get dark a little bit again. It's already dark in the canopy in here with all these, all the trees around. We gotta clear some of this out. And that's the thing too. I had all this area cleared out. I had a workshop in here and stuff, and I actually placed that down, and then I had to, it's just gonna move all my logs. Dang it. That happens sometimes. It's alright. Yeah, I had like the vehicle workshop in here and had a whole bunch of area cleared out. And was looking forward to it. You know, I was pretty far into it. Once you're into like 70 so trees or whatever, it's yeah, it's a lot of work to get through all those. I'm just gonna leave those there for now. I'll probably start off with getting those out of the way first. Once we have more room in here, it'll be a lot easier. I'll be able to set up a nice little area for loading and all that stuff. Yeah, this little dozer blade's pretty sweet. I've liked it a lot so far. I like it a lot for like squaring up the piles like this right here. It usually works, you know. Sometimes some of the logs want to be fussy and move back and forth, but you just push them all like this. It usually does pretty good. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way for a bit here. Oh yeah, these smaller ones here. Just throw them on like that. You know what the thing was? Oh, no, that was right. Those sat all the way across there, and then the next log sit across there. That should be fine. I think that's right. It just looks different for some reason. A lot of these smaller ones, too, I was putting into a pile. And, like, not taken yet. I just had a big old pile of these. But I think as we go, I should just, like, throw these on here like that, just to get rid of them. And then we'll use... I can't pick up either one of these two, I don't think. Yeah, these are both too heavy. So we can get those with the excavator. Should be able to get them. Let's see if I can just pull them back. That's pretty good. We'll get those picked up like that. Gotta get a little bit closer to the middle though. Where that log pile is right behind me is not ideal. Oh, hopefully I don't lose those. Come on. Stay with me. Gotta love that to start, huh? Let's see, maybe if I just get it in here like that. I just don't want to go flailing around. Sometimes I cooperate, sometimes I don't. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pull this trailer up out of the way, because I'm not going to be able to load with this, whoa, well, I kind of adjusted them there. Won't be able to load with that pile right there in that spot. I can load the front one, I guess. Yeah, let me see if I can get some of this just loaded on the front, and then I'll come back to the back. Sweet, I got one. But that's alright though. Oh, hey, what's up, Wolf? How's it going, man? I'm not sure if you missed the beginning of my stream at all, Wolf, but it's the same map, same area, basically the same equipment, same setup, same everything, except I had to restart. I had to freaking restart the whole thing because it wouldn't let me get on. I harvested like 75 trees or so. Was doing some loads of logs. Man, I'm getting all tangled up on that. What happened? Down, down. What's going on? There, get off of that. Yeah, those logs aren't sitting on there right. They should be hanging off the end like this. So all these logs I put up here, I knew that didn't look right earlier. So all these logs right here, I gotta move back. Like those ones that were messing with me were in a better spot than the other ones. Luckily, all these ones down here were those skinnier ones that were able to move by hand. Seemed like it was too far forward. There, and I'll adjust those as I go. Like these could be adjusted. I'll do for now. And yeah, this log should be. Can't move that one, can I? Or can I? Oops. Just walked right around it. Scoot this log like that. That way it's hanging over those. So we got 3 spars in the front and oops, 3 on the back set of logs too. So we're kind of laying them in the middle of those. There, now we got that taken care of. We'll come back through and get these stumps out of our way as well. Come on, it's fighting me right now. That happens though. See if I can just drop these in here. Normally, if I can't grab them very well, like it seems like they're gonna be okay if I can get all the way in here. Like 2 out of 3 going. Oh, there's one that fell anyways. Sometimes I'll like lay them back down and get them back. Yeah, they're all. I don't even know how it's grabbing all those like that. That's why it can be annoying sometimes because like, if this was realistic, you'd be able to grab a log with this thing without them flailing around like that or falling through your claw, Just freaking drop that thing. I almost threw it right back on there. Jeez. Was it to close it? Yeah, down there. Wow. Alright, like I said, it gets annoying sometimes. I was loading logs like crazy earlier. Drag that back a little bit there. Let's see about just dropping this. If I just drop it, it'll probably go where it's supposed to. And then this other log I could just push in, I think. Oh, come on. I don't know why it's having me try to walk up on top of there. Wow. What is it doing to me over here? Yep, let me grab that. Yep, over here. Man, it's making it way more difficult than it needs to be. That log back there, I'll go back around a little bit and grab that one. Again, that's usually why I come out here too, and logs like this here, like these medium-sized ones. I feel like a lot of times when you're doing stuff, it's the smaller ones that will kind of get in your way and mess up what you have going on. I think even ones like this. Nope, I can't pick that one up, but some of these pretty good sized ones here, you can move them. So, and the big chunkier ones, you could use the excavator for those. This truck is still right in my freaking way here. Well, sometimes you just gotta take a little break and breathe, come back to it. Let's turn this off for a sec. It's like, even yesterday, like way before I had to restart my whole game, I was kind of getting frustrated a little bit with stuff, and then I went and I took a break, and then I came back to it. Yeah, we can't move this log. This one's too big. And after I came back to it, I was crushing it. So really sucks that I had to reset. I didn't have to It didn't have to reset. I chose to reset it because my game was freezing up. So yeah, even these smaller bits, we'll just throw these on too. I did have a whole stack. Last time I had a whole stack of those going. just all the little bits and the little the tips and stuff like that. I wasn't even turning those in at all, but I think I'm just gonna throw them in between stuff like that. It'll, fill in everything, fill in all the gaps and stuff. So I think we'll just go ahead and take all of it in at the same time. Let's see if we can't grab a couple more of those bigger ones there. Man, going from this thing to that to the tree harvester too, the controls are also different, so we always got to keep that kind of in mind. See better on this side. The trees aren't all in my way. And earlier I was grabbing nice stacks of logs. It was letting me grab some pretty good ones. Let's see, that one looks pretty good. Let's see if I can get over there without it flapping around. Looks like I have a pretty good grip on it, but see how it's like flapping around and moving in there? Yeah, when they start moving around like that, it's hard to get them all squared up and put in here correctly. That wasn't too bad, except for some of those are way over there. You see, they were all lined up pretty well, and they're just like flopping around in there, and next thing you know, they're 5 or 6 feet difference. Really need to get some more light in this place in here. Actually, I'm going to get these small ones out of here. Just wrong way. Down. Get some more of these little pieces out of here. I will just make a pile of these again. Just gonna make a pile right here for now. And they just kind of are a nuisance sometimes, so as I go, I'll just try to get these out of the way. And I should be able to load this one. Actually, I'm going to see if I can use this one here. Pick it up like that. That way it's a little bit straighter. I need to come in here and move some of these logs like that. Like, you can't move those big heavy ones by hand, but you could use a log like this and adjust your stuff around if you have to. There's that one more big one up there. See if I could push that one out of there. Man, it's so hard to see like the depth perception of where the end of that log is hitting that other one there. It's kind of weird to look at it like that. I'll just get this one moved out of here. I'll just use the excavator to adjust the logs here in a minute. I don't like that it makes me like, as soon as I'm at the end there, it makes me stand up on them. I should just run into them and have to jump, but like, I have to like just walk up on it, It's kind of frustrating when you're trying to grab an end of something that's putting you up like that. let the thing go all the way in. And now I moved it out of there. It's like jammed up in there or something. Actually, that's fine where it's sitting now. I'll be back just a hair. Maybe that little pile behind me there wasn't the best spot to put those. Next thing I'm doing is getting these few trees out of my way right here, because these trees right here are totally in my freaking way. My view and everything, they're in my way. Hopefully I have a good grip on those. Doesn't look like they're all the way in the grip there. Like that log is like it's like stabbed into it or something. I don't know. Could be good or bad. See? Why is it grabbing it like that now? And now they're slipping. So before I go and do something stupid, we're gonna drop all these down here on the ground again. Yeah, the tree is just such in my way. That's the view I like to be on, is like zoomed out like this, and all these branches are all up in my way there. I have an idea, because those trees are really driving me nuts. These two. Like, we just got to get more room in here. Really just got to get some more stuff cleared out. Like, once you get like an opening, like earlier I was like, oh yeah, finally I can breathe. Once you get like an opening in here, it's not that bad. Oh, whoa, it just closed up on me. Oh, open it up. Just gonna see about dragging these down here for now or something. Just need to make some space. I'll have to move those again. Those two sticks I just put right there. Psh. I don't know why I thought those would be out of the way. Just throw them way over here for now. I'm not harvesting this area back here yet. I will be going back like towards that way more, towards that little hillside. Facing this way is like going down the hill, so we're going to clear out this whole top flatter area here, and then after that, after we are able to get some light in here, on this whole area is not bad, this whole top area, so I'll probably end up setting up some stuff up here, and then we're going to work on going down the hill. Wolfie said, hey man, you and me stream Warzone tomorrow, maybe? Maybe, it all depends, because I'm getting the keys to my new place tomorrow, and I have to start running stuff over there after work. So I gotta work all day, and then I have to come home and load stuff up and start moving and stuff. So I don't even know if I'll get a chance to even game tomorrow, to be honest. But that would be super fun to do some Warzone. I'll let you know though. Once it starts getting a little bit later and I'm back home and stuff like that, um, maybe I'll have time to get on for a little while. You know me, I love streaming, so. Get a few more of these out of the way here. I'm gonna grind all these stumps right here that are in my way, and then we should be okay. I thought I would have enough space up in here to do what we were doing, but apparently not. That's why I usually start like on the, oops. That's why I usually start on the outside of the forest and work my way in. That way when you're on the outside you have space, and you start clearing out space, and you start moving in after that. But this time I started right in the middle just to hurry up and get up in here. That way I'm not fighting on somebody else's property like last time. No access to the land and stuff like that. That shouldn't be too bad. You guys can see like the frames per second are starting to get a little glitchy there. So we'll start off by getting some of these stumps out of our way, and then see about getting some more logs loaded up here. This thing has been doing a pretty good job clearing out the little stumps. I like besides these taller stumps like this, the harvester does fine crawling over all the stumps. But when I start pushing logs and stuff around, they sure do get snagged up on the stumps. So as I go, I just like to clear them out. I'll do an area, I'll do the stumps. I'll do an area, I'll do the stumps. Oops. Looks like I got all those, just a few more back here. Was that all of them? Oop, I didn't want to turn off the engine. Just want to turn off the grinder. So we'll go ahead and park this back here. That way it's not in our way at all. little bit more breathing room in here, and I could actually look all the way around my excavator here without trees getting in my view. It's just frustrating sometimes when, you know, stuff's in your way. It's almost like when you're doing something, like almost like when you're sweating, right? When you're sweating and like you're trying to do something, but like the sweat is not even a bad thing that you're sweating, but when the sweat starts getting in your face and starts irritating you or whatever, it's almost like the same thing. I didn't grab those very even. No biggie. We'll see if we can make that work. Now that that other stack is like kind of out of the way or gone, right? We loaded all those up. Now that those are all loaded up, I can get to the back over here a lot easier as well. Is it getting darker already? Yeah, I feel like it's dark in here. I cannot see it what this thing is doing sometimes. Like I said, sometimes my like depth perception on where like the front of this thing is, so where like the front of the log and stuff is, what am I getting snagged up on that could make this excavator go sideways like that, you know? Wow. Come on. Sometimes the physics on this game are pretty good, other times they're not so good. Let's see about closing that. Bring that down. See, all I'm trying to do, there it goes, is scoop these logs off of each other. Come on, I'm having a good old time, huh? Man. Get us all straightened out here. Why doesn't it ever pinch it all the way tight? Like it should be able to grab that thing so tight. Like you gotta bounce it around, and then it grabs tight when it feels like it. I wish that was a little bit more accurate there on what that claw is actually supposed to be doing out there. Because when that thing pinches down on it, it's not supposed to be all loosey goosey in there. It's supposed to have it like freaking death grip. Why are they sliding out of my grip? I had them right in the middle, now I don't have them in the middle anymore. This thing should have a freaking death grip on him when it picks him up. See, I would be on my mark in the middle there, but since I'm not holding them in the middle anymore, since they're like sliding out of my grip, I gotta come more forward here. I guys try to load this up pretty quick here and see if I can't get a load taken down. Because sometimes I think when we start getting so many logs going, like right now is a pretty good amount of logs. When we start getting even more going, it starts getting really like laggy. FPS is just all over the place when it starts to do that. But right now we're not doing too bad. Sometimes I get a big old grab. I'm going to let these go because some of these logs I'm just going to load by hand and get them out of the way. Just leave that like that. I can't load that one though, I don't think. That's just right outside my range, but this one I can. Yeah, all these small little ends. That's where they always get in the way and they like snag stuff up. See, I don't remember where I was putting those. They're on the other side over there. We'll make a little pile on the side too. We're not harvesting there yet either. But we'll eventually take all these in. We'll do like a whole pile of just little stuff, you know, eventually. It'll take a while to go through it, but, you know, it is money, so. Oh, I thought it was going to let me grab that. Just like that. It takes time to do. You know, but it's not too bad. Come on. Does it not let me grab that one? I guess not right now. And this one I believe is also too big to move. Alright, just not letting me grab that other small one there, so. Sometimes this thing is so touchy. I feel like it wants to be down, but not too far down to get a good grab. And if you go like pretty steady on them and let them kind of roll into the claw, yeah, usually does pretty good. But why are they sliding out? I really don't like that it does that. See, like I'm grabbing them just fine. Ah, it gets annoying. Like sometimes it doesn't do that. Other days I get on it, it does that. Sorry, just trying to talk to my daughter about turning off lights. But yeah, sometimes I get on here and it's just fine. Other times it doesn't want to cooperate, so we will try not to do so many at a time. This trailer, actually, to be honest, is in a terrible spot right now. I had the logs way over here, and now we're traveling too far to load these, so I'll have to move the whole trailer over, I think. I think we'll do that. We'll see where would be a good spot. Try to readjust this trailer here for a sec. Throw some straps on just to be safe. Oh, hitting the strap. Is it still not strapped, really? Just to be safe. We don't want these things bouncing around all over the place. Popping out of there or something. Yeah, this is not the same trailer I had last time. Huh. This thing might not even want to turn for me because I have the logs going across the axle right there. This is not going to be fun to haul out of here. Wow. Alright, so when I take this back down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell it, actually. Maybe we'll just haul this out right now, as is. And I'm going to go and get the other trailer. Because the other one I had, I knew I got the wrong one when I bought this one. The first time I had the perfect one. The second time I bought the one, I had the dolly in the front, and all I did was sell the dolly off of it. But now I can see that these trailers are actually different because, where would that be? Forestry. So it has all these different ones here, and the one, let's see, was this the one? No, that wasn't what I had, was it? No, I must have bought this one here. Yeah, that was the one I had, was just this big one here. So we'll get this one again next time here. We'll just buy it right now while we're in the menu here. Yep. Yeah, because I had the front stack there. I had the back stack. Again, it kind of sucks that the bottom half is like lower. The back half is lower than the front half. So your logs are always kind of tipping. But this one did pretty well. And I'm pretty sure it was this one. I'm pretty sure it was. So we'll buy that, and then once we get down here to the store, we'll sell this one because this thing's not what we want at all. It's going to haul the logs just fine, but it's going to be kind of tippy, especially when I get down to the bottom. Let's see how it even turns here. But when I get down to the bottom and I have to make that right turn to go to the store, I might end up tipping over. We'll get this taken down nice and slow. There's a few areas here where the log trailer, like you guys should have saw last time, before I had to restart, I had this thing loaded to the top, and it was very, you see it back in the mirror there, it was very, very tippy coming down this. You know, if you get like snagged up in here and you drop your load going down the hill, it'll be a pain in the ass to get it out, I tell you what. I don't have a wheel loader or anything right now. We'd have to bring the excavator out or down and try to get it with that, or who knows what. So he's got to get easy over these ruts here. Oh man, see the logs coming out sideways behind the truck there? That's our last little our dip down the hill. I'm not sure how much money we're going to get for this load. That last load I did, see if it doesn't tip coming down. I just can't turn, doesn't have that pivot point because I have the log strapped to it. I knew that was going to be wrong. I should have dealt with that first. And it's just dragging that trailer back there. What's it doing? Yeah, we're just freaking dragging that thing, huh? Yeah, the trailer can't even straighten out right. You see that? Look at that. Terrible. Yeah, because we got the pivot strapped down. Oops. I bet if I unstrapped it, it would drive a little bit better. Here, we'll try that since we're on flat ground now. They already moved around a little bit, huh? Oh, yeah, I could probably could have done all that from in here, right? Not that one. Straps, no straps. Back trailer. No straps. It's driving a little bit better with the. At least the straps are off. That thing's not like pinned down to the stiff splint-like action of those logs in the back of it there. So, the logs are rolling around loose behind the cab, but we're almost there already, so it should be fine. Yeah, that last load of logs I did, man, what I get, like 70 grand or 80 grand or something. It was a big old load, though. This is like, ooh, wait, like all the logs went flying forward. I shouldn't have stopped so quick. That's why you strap them down. That way you don't get decapitated. But for now, what we're going to do is pull this up here like that. We should be in there close enough into this trigger here for that, and then you come over here to hit the button. And we got 52,000 for that. Not too bad for just that little bit of stuff. Oh, and what I actually want to do is sell that thing. So we'll go, yep. That's right, right? So one I just got was that piece and that piece, so selling this one. Oh, I just sold the wrong one. Ah, of course I did. Of course. So we got that piece. Now we need the back half. Can we buy just the back half? No, of course you can't. Of course you can't. So, since I screwed that up, probably taking a little bit of loss of money on that one there. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, I'll try and get it right eventually. I've just been doing the olive drab color on everything. Good forest color. There, that's the one I want. That way I can do 10s across the back, 10s across this front section, staying off the middle middle hitch there, the little pivot point, staying off of that. Like we can lay the logs across the top of that as long as that moves freely on the back and the front logs move freely on the front. So buy that for 48,000. And really, we're not looking too bad. We have 301,000. Go and get this thing hauled back up the hill. And we should be able to yank this thing up the hill pretty quick. Pretty quick and pretty easy. If I could even get to the hill. Oh yeah, there's my other trailers, my low boy, both my loading trailers pretty much to get all my equipment loaded up and brought down. Just keeping them down here on the bottom for now. And then I hauled the tree harvester and I hauled the excavator of this. But I have been able to get this log trailer up here fairly easy. For some reason this front little bit always likes to cause me some problems, but once I'm past that one spot right there, it's usually pretty good. Definitely a little adventure up here in the mountains for sure. It's going to be a lot of work. But hopefully the game allows me to play it. It doesn't make me have to restart it again. Because that can get pretty annoying pretty fast, if you know what I mean. That's a good way to make me move on to the next map. But I really like the way this map looks. I like the way the forest is on this one. Lots of nice lumber and stuff like that. So hopefully we can keep on moving forward, keep on making progress. And hopefully next time you guys see this field, or see this area here, hopefully all this area is all forested out, and we got some playing room and stuff like that. We're already doing pretty well up here. We just gotta keep on moving forward with it. Yeah, that should be fine right there for now. Yep. So I think that's gonna do it on this episode for today. This is Holmakra map, if you guys are wondering at all. It's a pretty fun map. We did get this little bit right here cleared out. My plan is to clear out the whole lot. Our whole lot goes from that front area there all the way up and around. So all these trees right here along this road. On this side, all these are all ours. Our property line runs right along these trees here. So all these trees to the right of me are all of our trees. Up here, this property is not our property. But all these down here are all of our trees. All the way down into about here or so, I think. From here, all the way back to the main road. All the way back up and around. So we gotta harvest all these trees out and take them all down. I'd say it's probably a couple hundred trees in here, so see if I get all those taken out. Like I said, I was about 75 trees into it. Now we're like maybe 10 trees into it, so long ways to go. Hopefully we keep on moving forward, and hopefully I could keep on playing. So until next time, you guys, thanks a lot for being on the chat with me. Make sure you drop a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm streaming, doing all that stuff, or when I drop new content and everything. So, yeah, until next time, thanks a lot, and peace out.